Alright guys, got my dad's Lightning here. Last weekend we were testing out the intercooler pump and came to the conclusion that that's not working, so we already got the new pump. We're going to swap that today, but just kind of going through the diagnosis of this. Got some jumpers on the relay, so obviously it's not running, nothing's moving in here. So we're going to tap it with a hammer.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it. There we go. Kind of hear it trying. So I don't know if this is every year of Lightning, but that's where you would jump it. Just got a couple of connectors on here. Alright, so we're going to start swapping this thing out. Alright, got the electrical connector off of there. There's two 8mm. I'm just using an end wrench. Shot some penetrant on there and get those off. Alright, just got it off that mount, brought it down, took the hose off. Just draining all the coolant out of there. Alright, took the hose off the heat exchanger, try to get as much of this coolant out of here and swap in some new stuff when the pump goes on. Got the pump ready, cut that bracket off. Alright, got the pump up there. Definitely going to want to use silicone spray to help get the hoses on. And then this hose at the bottom of the heat exchanger, I left the clamp off of there for now. We're just going to top it off with distilled water, run the pump, and try to flush whatever's left in there out of there so we can get as much new coolant in there as possible. Alright, filled it up with distilled water. Just kind of letting it circulate. I'm going to dump all that out of there. Try purging the system. Alright, this is gallon number 3 of distilled water being flushed through here. Finally getting some clear water out of here. So I'll get this hose hooked up here and we'll start putting coolant in there.
Okay, stop.
Alright, so basically we're filling it. I'll run the intercooler pump and kind of watch the level, try not to let it completely drain so you don't suck air into the system.
Okay. Yeah, flowing like a big dog. coming right to the fill line. Yeah, it's full.
Alright, want to throw the cap on? I'll run this some more.
Yeah, it's good.
Alright guys, so the other thing is, if you're having trouble with it air locking, the other thing I did, you can come down here and squeeze on the hoses. So, squeeze on this hose, squeeze on that hose, it'll kind of help push the coolant through the system. But I think if you fill it slow enough, and then just kind of surge the way you do that pump, you know, let it run for like, 5 seconds and turn it off, check the level, and keep repeating it that way until it gets filled up. Seems like that helps avoid getting an airlock, but I mean, if you're flushing it, you're gonna figure this out before you get to filling it with coolant. So, but that's what seemed to work for us. So yeah, we'll see. Get this thing fired up, see if this is all working right. So the other part of diagnosing the pump would be checking your fuse. On this O2, it's this 20 amper right here in the corner. So no issues with that. So it's either the pump or the fuse. So check the fuse first, and then you can jump the pump taking this relay out and tap it with a hammer. That's what we did last weekend. You know, I put that jumper on, nothing was happening. We hit it with the hammer, it started running again. So we're gonna get this thing fired up and see if everything's up to snuff here.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
Never flowed like that before.
Alright guys, seems like a pretty big win with this. What are nitrous round slots?
Runs great. Runs much better than it did before. Throttle response is right there. Blower seems to come in sooner. It's a different truck.
We're driving my dad's like, it feels like someone detached an anchor from the back of the truck. So yeah, we got some blower oil. So I'm sure that stuff got cooked with this intercooler. Not functioning properly. So we're gonna swap out this oil too. You know, it's probably overdue for it in the first place, but I'm sure that stuff got cooked with the intercooler not working. So I'm gonna get into swapping that out too.
I don't think this side hose is going to fit in there.
Alright, so we got the back of the truck jacked up. I'm using that transfer pump I used on to do the fluid swap on my 8.8 and the Mustang. Seems to be working pretty decent, and we kind of had to, you want to pull that out? Kind of had to smush the hose end down with a pair of pliers. Alright, so we got the blower filled up here. Got the plug back in there. Transfer pump worked out pretty good. I think we need to find a slightly smaller hose, but did the job. Alright, go ahead, fire up. I was gonna say, it sounds like it's...
Yeah.
Nice. Alright guys, so the last thing we did today, took off this old DDM tuning kit, which probably belongs in a museum because I bought that kit in like 2011. I can't believe the ballast lasted this long. So we ended up just going with LEDs for the headlights, pulling out the HID. So, pretty productive day. Got that intercooler straightened out, that coolant flushed out of there. Did the change the oil on the blower. Got these lights done.